YouTube, welcome back. A special video for you today. It says the cure to autism. I don't need to be that harsh, so let's just call it a disease. But really, I'm not really talking too much about the item. I'm talking more about the enchanters themselves. So we're gonna target them, see if we can do something about them so that we can deal with them in our future games. We're gonna look for a cure, because they're strong and I don't like that. I'm gonna put them down. Because they're viruses, disease. That's what they are. They spread and I don't like that. So we're gonna end them once and for all. I don't know how, but we're gonna get into it. Why am I even targeting enchanters in the first place? Why? The thing is, they are a threat to Darius. Alright? That's what they are, and why are they such a threat? They excel at peeling. Right? Stopping people from killing other people is kind of what they do. It's in their job description. If you look over here, if you notice this sign, it's basically saying they are really good at preventing melee combat. They don't like when people square up because it's not what they don't like that. Now, as an ADC's nuclear power plant, they fuel them with buffs, and as their hospital, they give them anything in terms of healing, shielding, protection, anything there is. They're pretty much that too. Right, who am I talking about? I said enchanters, but there has to be like a group of, a solid group of champions, right? Can't just generalize it. Okay then, so I'll just handpick the top ones, alright? Because there's more like Nami, Sona, but for now we're just gonna talk about Yuumi, Lulu, Janna, and Soraka. Gonna talk about these viruses and see what we can do about them. Okay, let's talk about their strengths. So what do they do? Alright, let's go to this side. They heal and they shield. It just gives the ADC more effective HP, and you have to do more damage to kill them, and it's just not good because you need to kill them fast, and they don't allow that. If you look over here, this is crowd control. That's what they do to you. They apply CC on you. That's what they do. Slow, root, they just do it. Now down here, you can see it's social distancing. I don't know if you can see it, but yeah. The reason why is because they usually stand and remain a safe distance away from you, which is over your pull range, so can't really engage on them usually. So unless like they make a mistake, but not in my Evo really. Now over here, pills. The reason why is because they offer buffs, constant buffs to the ADCs, such as AD attack speed, all you can get. Now some of them, they increase movement speed, and to themselves, or that's why it's a car, because there's two seats, to themselves or even the ADC themselves. So now I think this last one kind of just relates more to Soraka, but I'm pretty sure some of the other enchanters could probably get away with this. Their summoner spell choices are sometimes not normal, just to make sure that they peel even better, such as exhaust, such as barrier, and such as heal. It's dumb, but what can you do sometimes? Alright, so what are their weaknesses? They have some, right? Okay. And that's pretty much it. Alright, I came up with some kind of weaknesses they have, alright? So, first off, if they get caught, they aren't really as durable as tanks, so they're fragile. They'll die quick. Another weakness they have is a certain breed or style of champions. It's really strong against them, and they are a major threat to them. A certain breed of champions. Also, organized dives orchestrated by coordinated teams. They can't deal with that. They really can't. Alright, you need to remember this. They are dependent. They are dependent on a carry. If there isn't a carry on the map, either they didn't go through Champ Select or they're dead, they are completely useless because what they are offering, all that nuclear power plant stuff, all that hospital thing I was talking about, that goes straight out the window because what's the point in healing and shielding a tank when no one else is doing damage? Alright, so most of them don't really have any disengage, they just slow root, but they don't really have disengage, most of them. One of these enchanters is quite the demon. So I put an asterisk for that as well. Alright. You need to pay attention for these asterisks for the bottom one and the top one. Alright, for Soraka, to be honest, if I'm being real with you, this is probably one of the easier enchanters to deal with. Because she doesn't really shield, she just heals and you can cut that with Grievous Wounds. Don't really worry too much about Soraka, worry about others. Alright, Lulu, I'm sorry if it doesn't look too lengthy in terms of text. There's just very little you can find out to deal with a champion like this, but here goes nothing. You can't really do much about shields, so I guess just build more damage. So over damage the shields is like, I mean that doesn't really work, does it? You want tenacity for polymorphs and slows or slow resist, whatever you want. But remember, she moves fast, so you're gonna have to slow her somehow. We'll get to that later. Alright, Yuumi. She heals and shields, so at least get Grievous Wounds. You need to do that. That's just a staple. You need to slow her or whoever she's fueling because she can attach to people. And that's not really good, but at the same time, if that person dies, that means Yuumi's pretty much a free kill. She's probably the worst enchanter by herself, so you want tenacity for her ultimate. You need that, and I mean that's pretty much it. Alright, you know when I was talking about the asterisk and pay attention to that? There you go. This is the reason why. Because this is the most demon type of enchanter there is. The reason why is because she has shields. You can't break through that. You just need to do more damage. That's what I said. More AD to go through her shield. And that's kind of yeah, but no, you know. I guess you want tenacity for her slow, but doesn't really do much. You want Grievous Wounds for her ultimate. That's not really the big problem. It is a problem, but it's not that big a problem. Yeah, I even said I guess because this one is kind of hard. Now, the reason why is because she has knockbacks and knockups. And Tenacity doesn't do anything about that. You may be able to maybe dodge Q, but you can't dodge her ultimate. That's just, nah. Come on, man. Be real, you can't dodge her ultimate. And with W going before Q, yeah, I'm not too sure you're gonna dodge Q. So this one is pretty much the worst enchanter to deal with. I'll be honest. Alright, what traits am I talking about that you can't really do anything about? That you're powerless and there's nothing you can do about? If I'm gonna be honest with you, it's to do with Lulu and Janna. Because the shielding and the knockups, knockbacks, there's nothing. Listen, because I don't know if you're listening. There's nothing you can do about it. Absolutely nothing. Unless you like troll build and go scimitar, because come on, man. Let's be real. You can't really do anything about this. Alright, what can you build? Rune. We're gonna talk about the abnormal things you can do. So I'm basically talking about you need to slow them. You remember that I was talking about slowing. So because the reason why is because getting in range is really hard. It's the hard part. So you need to like slow them and like keep it for a long time. Since they don't go phase rush, well at this moment in time they might go phase rush in the future. The glacial augment could work, and then you need to get some items that complement it, such as Bork and Randuin's. You can't be taking damage from ADCs, so you need to get Randuin's. That's kind of. I mean, like, this build looks troll, but I couldn't really think of something else you could do. Plus, you need magic resist for the mage in the mid lane. So I guess Spirit Visage plus Death Dance for the magic resist. Got some HP as well. Now, personally, especially if it's Soraka, I think like Execution Calling just has to be the way. You gotta cut that healing, especially since Soraka is just gonna not auto attack you. But if you want, you could just go Bramble Vest instead. If that's down to you. But that's what I have here. What about for you meta slaves, you normal people? I kind of don't like, but whatever. What could you do? Well, the thing is, none of you want to improvise. I'll be honest. There's not much you can do. I mean, I guess you could just sit there and cry or something. But I guess since slowing them is really important, I don't know. First of all, you need to find a way to engage. I don't know how. I don't think flashing as an engage is good because they could always just knock you up and flash away. But I pretty much only like flashing after 5 stacks or to get the or to finalize the 5 stacks. Bro, I can't help you. You don't want to change your build. You don't want to change your runes, so you're kind of fucked. You know what? We could talk about real solutions. I'm gonna get real here because all I did was just give you like band-aids. I didn't really give you methods. So let's actually give you real methods that you could actually use against them. Because I have 4. Alright. Remember when I said a certain breed of champions could kill them or be a major threat to them? Assassins. Alright? We got Rengar, we got Kha'Zix, Shaco, Nocturne, Katarina, Zed. We got assassins. Assassins is what they do. That's what they're capable of doing. They burst squishies. It's in their nature. Now, I don't have the image here, but I kind of want to talk about rock, paper, scissors. You know how it works where it works in a triangle of one hitting the other whilst the other doesn't? It's basically with this as well. For example, bruises, they basically kill assassins because, well, they're durable, you know? But bruises can't really do too much against enchanters since they are excelling at peeling and making sure that bruises take way too long to kill them and can't kill them. Whereas enchanters, they suffer to assassins because assassins, for example, they have access to items such as Banshee's Veil or Edge of Night or even Nocturne himself. This dipshit has his own spell shield that he can use, so he could buy a different item if he wants, or 2 of them, so that he has 2 spell shields. That's what's that? That's Janet, Q, and Ultimate negated. Alright? So these are the champions designed to kill the enchanters. Let them do the work. It's in their nature. They can do it. Listen, alright? This is the realest kind of advice I can give you. They can do what you could never do. Alright, this one is, I'm gonna be real with you. For most of you watching this isn't for you. This method is absolutely not for you. But if you are one of the very low percentage of players, I'm pretty sure you could probably pull this off. Alright, now certain people, you know when you win off a fluke because you spawned on the right team? Alright, a certain percentage of players, they can do that consistently. So it doesn't matter if they're playing against the hardest matchup ever. It doesn't matter if they are playing against, because they are playing with just on average, the better team. Now, I'm not telling you to try this because only a certain group of people can do this and it's very low, and hey, I can't do it. I clearly can't. You most likely can't because that number is extremely low. In all honesty, this isn't really a method for you, so kind of ignore it if you're not in that percentage of players because they don't really have to worry about anything. Alright, this one anyone can do. This one I kind of like as method 3. This one pretty much anyone can do. All right, so for example, let's use uni as an example. Let's say someone thought uni was for them, right? But turns out what they really wanted to do didn't even require uni, so they end up wasting money and going anyways. So pre-uni, they're like happy because hey, I'm going to uni. It's cool, innit? And then they realize, oh wait, I didn't even need to do this to get into what I wanted to do. And then they just realize at the end of the uni, they got their degree, right? They did, but it doesn't really boost them because it goes, what that degree goes into is a job they don't even want. And post uni, they're in debt, and then they're all sad and shit. Bro, it's kind of sad, you know. But the whole process is you need to attack the problem early on from the source. What do I mean by that? By that I mean you fix it from the start. From the start. Not down here, not over here, no. From the start. So let's relate this to League. You go in Champ Select and you see the Janna on the enemy team. You know it's not going to be good, so remove this by dodging. You have to dodge. Now, if they keep coming, I don't know what to tell you because you can't be dodging every single game, but if you can, dodge Janna, man. Because, like, at the start of the game, you're already locked in. You're locked in for pain because that's what she's going to do to you. And then, end of the game, you just lost, right? You realize there's no way you can win, and then they're about to destroy the Nexus, and then post-game lobby, oh crap, you lost your 21 LP. Alright, before I go into this last method, I just want to say this is my personal favorite. This is probably what you should do, but... Alright, method 4. Head. Because this is probably the best one. You know, it's not really that hard. You just need to win. Right? Alright, first of all, just get good, right? Just get good at the game, right? Just get good. And then you just don't lose. You really need to just... You see losing? Just don't do that. Avoid that. Then you need to not in. Just don't in. Just don't. Alright? You also have to... I mean, it's the same thing. Don't die. Giving them gold is not really good. You just need to close the gap and pull them. Just close it, man. It's not that hard. Just close the gap, pull them so that you can end up doing damage. And then just kill them. It's so easy to deal with them. You don't have to deal with heals, shields, kiting. No, just kill them and they can't do that, innit? So just close the gap and kill them. Then let's be honest, it's League of Legends, so you need to focus on that towers and stuff. So just destroy the towers. Whoever's there, just kill them as well. You also want to just destroy the Nexus because that's where you get your LP, so just destroy the Nexus. It's that simple. And you basically win versus Enchanters. That's the cure. And last but not least, even this guy himself would probably tell you, bro, just do it. It's just that easy. Just do it, man. It's so simple, it's so easy, just do it. Alright, this is for frequently asked questions. This is kind of a weird flowchart diagram, but I'll explain it real quick. Alright, so E is for enchanters. Now, what are your questions for these enchanters? Do they know how to position? Because let's be real. For you Diamond Darius players, remember, you practiced your combos, positioning, builds. You know pretty much you've played this champion for long enough, and you pretty much know inside out what you need to do, how to do it. The thing is, and that's how you got to Diamond. The thing is, that Janna, Lulu, Yuumi, the way they got to Diamond, they did the exact same thing. They knew what to build. They perfected their positioning. So chances are, if you're playing against them, they already know how to position in Diamond. All right. So let's ask some questions. All right. Does this enchanter player know how to position well? Yes. Then we go down here. So that moves on. Do they not know how to position well and they play like potatoes? Then you have an advantage, alright? You have an advantage, so it shouldn't be too much of a problem. But okay, let's say they know how to play, alright? They know how to position. Does your team have an assassin? If not, then you're at a losing side, man. You're kind of at a disadvantage here. Okay, so that's what happens if you don't have an assassin, because you're kind of at a disadvantage. Now you do have an assassin, all right, that's cool, but we need to make sure one thing. Just as they know how to play it, does your assassin player know how to play the game? If he doesn't, bro, I don't know what to tell you, because you're gonna be at a disadvantage. If your Zed is doing 50 damage to Janna Shield, then but if your Zed is fed, doing everything he needs to do as a Janai, killing them. Yeah, those are the frequently asked questions. Alright, that's the presentation. Like, comment, subscribe, or I'll come for you.